Okay, it is time to talk about how this works. So this is an armature tester, also known as a growler. And it's called a growler because it makes a buzzing or growling sound when there is a short somewhere within this armature. Okay, so I will be using a little shim or a little hacksaw blade in some cases people use, and going around the armature. And if this magnetizes and starts vibrating, then we have a short and this armature is no good. If nothing happens when this is turned on around the entirety of the armature, then the armature at least is good in that respect. So that's what this does. It's a very simple tool, but it also has another feature of maximum danger, and that's the fact that I have these wrapped in Rubber because it's so dangerous, but this is just a live 120 volt connection where you would test for continuity. So if I touch one of the commutator bars here and touch some other part or some other commutator bar, I can see if there is a direct connection in any improper way. The light bulb will light up if that's the case. I don't like this. This horrifies me in the sense that the second you turn the machine on, by that I mean just plugging it in, it is now live. If I touch this with my hand, like this and this, which is not plugged in right now, obviously, I would get violently shocked, and I really don't need that. So I'm just wrapping these like this for now as I use this machine as intended to test the growler. And then what should happen is there should be a switch in line with one of these that I switch on after I switch the main power on here. But I have to do things originally because that's what I like to do. So let's give this a test. Going to be wearing gloves because I wired this. Machine on, armature on. Makes a slight buzzing. Check everywhere. It's not magnetizing. That's just not the growling noise, that's just me moving the armature around. Okay, so this one seems totally fine. It doesn't seem to buzz anywhere. Yay. Congrats, we have a good armature. Now let me show you what happens when there is a short. Okay, I've placed a small washer over two of the commutator bars, and when I press it down, we should get some sort of vibration somewhere along the armature. I don't know exactly how this is wound, but we shall find out where these two commutator bars correspond. Oh, maybe it's inside. Let's move. Oh, there we go. Do you hear? So it doesn't happen here, it doesn't happen down here, it's just right here, these two. And now it's magnetized. So now you get how it sounds, and if I lift my finger off, it stops. And if I press it down, it starts again. And that's it. Now it's not magnetized, and it just falls off. So you see there would be a short there, now you know, and then this armature gets rewound, or in the garbage it goes. Now let's test the dangerous part. This horrifies me. I don't know what's going to exactly happen here, but I'm assuming this is enough insulation. Let's find out. Okay, the light should just turn on. Woo! There we go. Okay, so there's a connection between this commutator bar and this commutator bar. Well, there. You know, there's not a live connection here, 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 or here, or over here, or over here, or this commutator bar and this commutator bar, there's one. So you would just go through each and every one and test it if you wanted to. I'm not going to touch these together. That horrifies me greatly, but I think the light bulb kind of limits the current there. I will shut you off. Whew. And now we're fine. So all in all, this is actually legitimately useful for me in a restoration workshop. I plan on using this a lot going forward. It only works with universal motors that have brushes that work on a commutator bar. Other electrical motors don't necessarily work, at least as far as I know. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.